check it out. We got the 100,000 subscriber plaque from YouTube. This came in the mail last night, and I gotta be honest, this is such an insane feeling for me. This is an achievement and something I've been working towards for a very long time. So I kind of just wanted to hit record on the camera and talk for a minute kind of about my journey of how I've gotten here. I feel like it's only right. And also probably by the title of this video too, I'm giving back to the community for hitting 100,000 subscribers. And I'm sending out some pretty sick stuff. So stick around to the end of this video if you guys want a chance to enter and win some of this awesome tech that I'm giving away and giving back to this awesome community. So 100,000 subscribers, just absolutely insane to me. And you know, looking back on when I very first started this channel, it was about 5-ish years ago. And at the time I was just working at a job, a creative job that I just wasn't being fulfilled by, at least creatively, at least to me. And here I was every night coming home from work and watching these people that inspired me so much over on YouTube, documenting their life, building businesses, just sharing their kind of content creator journey online. And I knew that's what I wanted to do. So one day I decided to just pick up the camera. I was honestly embarrassed to tell coworkers or most of my friends because, you know, when you start recording yourself and making content, and even 5 years ago, it was even more, I guess, rare than it is now. I feel like it's pretty common that everyone's kind of making short form videos and stuff. But I decided to pick up the camera. I had no real intention with it. I just knew that I wanted to make videos and content about things that I was personally passionate about. And my first videos were not great. Looking back at it now, I'm stiff talking to the camera. And it's just funny because I'm so proud of myself for just getting started, because I think a lot of people don't even kind of cross that milestone, which is a really tricky thing. Because I've been in the professional creative space for over 10 years now, which is crazy. But picking up the camera and making content yourself is a whole different ball game. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. But if you take a look at what has happened within that 5-year span, the amount of opportunities, the amount of doors that have opened, the relationships, the friendships, brand deals, you name it, so many of those things were quite literally on my bucket list. Going to Sony Camera Camp, and then now, you know, I've gone to 5 or 6 different Sony events, flying first class over to London with Jaguar, which was insane. Working with multiple different companies that were on my bucket list to someday be able to work with. A couple are in the works right now for January. That's absolutely insane. And then not to mention, when I got my job at Ghost, that was my absolute dream job. That is what I wanted to do for absolute years, especially when, you know, I was so inspired by people like Max Tuning, Christian Guzman, even, you know, Ryan and Dan. I got my 9-to-5 dream job all because I was making personal content and I picked up that camera. And then you guys probably know the story, but a few months ago, I actually left my dream full-time job to pursue this, which is full-time content creation. Again, all because of me deciding to take this jump. And now every day has turned into me waking up. What do I want to make content about? What do I feel inspired to do? That is absolutely surreal. Now, I've gained a lot of success over the last few years doing a lot of short form vertical content, especially over on Instagram. TikTok right now is also doing great. But to me, the backbone of kind of my community and my content has always been YouTube for me. There's just something magical about long form content. And I feel like these days I watch more YouTube videos than I do TV. And to me, it took 5 years to reach this milestone. And I think it's good to remember that everyone's journey and path is going to be different. I know people where it's taken literally one video to reach 100,000 subscribers. Then I also know people that it's taken 500 or maybe 1,000 videos to reach 100,000 subscribers. And then also the game's obviously different these days with YouTube Shorts. People can blow up overnight. But for me in my journey, this video that you guys are watching right now, this is my 226th long form video that I filmed for this YouTube channel. And that is a lot of videos, a ton of time put into this, where so many years I'm doing it just for the love of the game. And a decision that I made very early on with my channel is I wanted to not niche down so hard that I was cornered into only making one style of content. I didn't want to just be camera reviews. I didn't just want to do vlogs. I didn't just want to do computer videos. I decided to try to make myself the niche. I wanted to just talk about the interests that I'm into. Sometimes that's the new iPhone. Sometimes it's a gaming PC. And if you guys know me and my content, more than likely if you're watching a video, I'm probably talking about a new piece of tech that I picked up. And then the sentence later, I'm talking about the latest pair of shoes that I picked up as well. And that's just kind of what I try to do since day one. And I think because of that, right, it may have been a little bit slower growth than I would have liked overall. But I think with the time that it took me to grow, it built such a strong community. community. And that's something I'm really proud of here, and really all my platforms, but YouTube specifically. I know the community here is so strong, and I obviously wouldn't be here without you guys. So that was the decision I decided to make with my channel early on, and I think it was well worth it. I always say, you know, I try to play for the long game, and that was something that I had in my mind. I think it was worth doing it that way, at least for me. And I've also been able to meet some of my closest and best friends in the entire world from the content space, going to different events, talking online, sending each other ideas over the internet. So I just want to give a quick shout out to my circle of friends and, you know, family and loved ones, because there's been a lot of times and weekends and nights where, you know, I say, sorry, I can't right now, got to work on this video. And you know, it's been an amazing 5 years to get to this point, but it hasn't always been the easiest time for me. I've gone through some really difficult times in the last 5 years, and this is kind of always something that I had to fall back on. And I've always just tried to make it a point to be the best version of myself when I come onto these videos. And you know, the way that you guys show up for me goes a long way when I spend so much time on this content and stuff that I'm really passionate about, you know. And so having to say no to plans, having to work on this video when I was tired, having to stay up till 4 a.m. to make revisions on a video until it was something that I was completely proud of. Just so much work and time has gone into this channel. I think that's what makes this so important. I think it's just something that I'm just so proud of. This was not given to me. This did not happen overnight. I did it my way, the best way I knew how, tried to have the best time I could along the way, and we're here. So if I look back at that first video that I filmed where I seemed nervous and timid talking to the camera, when I didn't have a sense of direction of what this channel would grow into and what doors would open and what things I might be doing in the future. And then you fast forward to now, I'm quite literally living my dream, being a full-time content creator, wearing clothing from my company, Lab Culture, sitting here in my home office in downtown Chicago that we live in this beautiful, gorgeous high-rise apartment, gearing up to close out 2024 extremely strong. And then based off of what January looks like already and what I have planned for Lab Culture, I'm gearing up for what will be the biggest year of my entire life, so far at least. So thank you guys for everything. This community has changed my life, and that's a crazy thing to think about, but it truly has. And the best part is we're just getting started. Things are just now starting to get fun. So let's talk giveaway real quick, okay? So on any of my platforms, I always like to try to give back to the community whenever we reach a milestone, and for me, this is obviously a big one. But there's 3 different giveaways going on right now. They're running across all my socials, so feel free to go check out Instagram, TikTok, wherever for more chances to win, all right? But we got 3 different things going on. The first one is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This is an absolute beast of a camera. I've been using it a ton in my recent content. You guys have probably seen. DJI actually hooked this up. It's the entire creator combo. Comes with a DJI Mic 2. This is probably the camera of the year, if I'm being honest with you. So this is the first one. The second kind of care package has 2 items. We got my favorite headphones, the Beats Studio Pro. You guys know how much I talk about these. And then also we got the Beats Pill. And I'm calling this the JHawk pack because it's 2 of my favorite tech items. I'm throwing in an unreleased Lab Culture hat as well. It's kind of like a maroon and black one. So that's the second care package, which is straight out of my pocket, just a thank you to the community. And then the third, which is obviously a very special one to me. And I tried to make these all things that were on brand with me, right? I feel like that's the best way to do this stuff. They're things that I use all the time. I picked up one of the brand new iPad minis. This is the iPad mini 7. I'm using it literally right now. This thing stays by my side 24/7. And this is also funded from yours truly, just as a thank you to the community for all the support. And I'm gonna need the support to keep this thing going. So yeah, this is the third care package kind of giveaway that I'm doing. So I'll leave all the details down in the description below, but I obviously want the YouTube fam to be able to get in on this. So if you guys also want to enter any of these giveaways, here's what you gotta do. Make sure you drop this video a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and then comment down below which item or care package you'd be most stoked to receive. And then stay tapped into my Instagram because that's where I'm gonna be announcing the winners. So guys, we did it. 100,000 subscribers. This is a milestone I will never forget and something that I would not be able to do or achieve without the support of you guys. So this is 100K for me, but it's 100K to us as well. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart for changing my life, and get ready because I got some fun stuff planned and I truly feel like we're just getting started. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. With this channel, it's going to be a creative outlet for myself. I want a place that I can work on projects that I'm passionate about, that's just for myself. So I don't want to keep it limited to just vlogs or tutorials. I want it to just be a place that I can put content for really whatever I want. I think we have some really cool things planned for the channel coming up here in the future, and I'm excited to bring you guys along for the ride. All right, thanks for checking out the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.